Terrifier was a movie that was made just to basically show some people getting killed in interesting and often cartoonish ways. Terrifier 2, I have not seen. I've had the best scene of the movie ruined for me already, so that's going to come as no surprise. But I did hear that this movie is a little bit better than the first one because they actually try to have some kind of a story, and I should fucking hope so, because the runtime is 2 hours, 18 minutes, and 10 seconds. I'm a big fan of the killer clown trope in general. I like a good killer clown movie. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, obviously the granddaddy of them all. Stitches is another personal favorite of mine. So I believe this is picking up more or less... Yeah, because he has a damaged eye. This is picking up more or less right after the original Terrifier ended. Vaguely Halloweenish music playing. Is he gonna, like, steal this dude's eye? I don't think it works that way. Shit. It's like some kind of thing where he just can't die or whatever. I don't think they put a lot of thought into the mythos. Like I said, the original Terrifier was very light on story. I wonder if it hurts to, like, keep your face constantly smiling like that all the time. I feel like it would. Plus, he's got prosthetics on and fake teeth. Okay, so it's just been revealed that Art the Clown freeballs it. Fair enough. So he's, like, got a groupie then. Jesus Christ. Do you need a pad or two? I don't understand, like, what... Was that supposed to be, like, shit? Well, you know, it's good that he finally found somebody he can relate to. Oh, it's in his brain! Okay, that makes sense. Like, I don't mind the intentionally comedic elements in these movies. I actually think it probably, you know, it can only help. The moments, I think, when they are trying to be, like, genuinely shocking or scary or creepy, it just doesn't work. Because to me, this feels more like a cartoon. It's kind of weird that I heard about people, like, walking out of this movie when it premiered, like people getting sick and stuff like that. I'm sure a lot of it was like old school 60s style hype, movie hype, filmed in Bloodovision. Chris Jericho, oh God. I guess if you're just the type of person to be grossed out by any kind of like fake blood and latex you see, it could make you feel grossed out, but I mean, like, you look at that first killing where he killed that coroner guy, busted his head up and pulled his brain out. I don't see how you could look at something like that and have any kind of reaction other than, like, that's just comedy.
You don't see people dressing up as Jeffrey Dahmer or Charles Manson.
Yeah, they do.
People overreacting. Do you?
People totally do.
He was looking up serial killers when I went in his room before.
Nothing wrong with that.
He's talking about Nazis and the Holocaust. I mean,
nothing wrong with that.
You don't see me crying out for attention.
Yeah, well, I wish you would from time
How is he
to time.
crying out for attention by being alone in his room?
It's not. Nobody would mess with you. That's for sure.
It's not sharp.
That blade's like razor sharp.
No, it isn't. I can tell by looking from here. So is she gonna, like, be some kind of, like, avenging Valkyrie angel for Halloween? Here it comes. Best scene in that movie. House on Haunted Hill. The old lady just skateboards away. What the hell is this? She ain't really playing that banjo. Alright, you look at how the rest of this painting looks, right? You see the brush strokes, you know, the paint, I mean, a lot of this just looks like it's slopped up there. But you look at the teeth, and maybe even the eyes too. It looks like a Photoshop. It looks like they took, like, an actual still of the fake teeth. They used the warp tool to kind of like mold it in the correct way so when it matches his smile, you know, the way it's painted. I don't know, it looks really weird to me. The teeth stick out. It's definitely not done with the same media. So is she like in her dream? Stop with the fucking dude, I'm an I don't think the song is as good as they think it is. Oh, God. God, that girl's nuts. Does it still count as tension if you're annoyed while you're waiting for the thing to happen? Because that's what I'm feeling. I wouldn't say I feel tense. It's more like a get on with it already kind of a feeling I'm getting. The girl with the popcorn is fucking wilding out. Nice that they're using actual squibs, thank you. I appreciate that. Not one drop of CGI blood here. See, again, everything we're looking at here, it's ostensibly a dream sequence, right? She fell asleep watching the commercial for the Clown Cafe, and now she's in the commercial. I like how he sets her on fire and she grows 30 pounds of padding all of a sudden. So he's like Freddy Krueger. He's got magic dream powers. No, the Damascus sword. So already we got some weird themes here. You might ask yourself, like, what's the point of this dream sequence that she had? There's this thing with, like, the Clown Cafe, and then the nun pointing to the guy who needs food, the poor man. Like, are we trying to represent something here with the art character? What's going on with that? The angel wings are on fire when she wakes up. Is this like a secret religious film?
Staying up till 4 o'clock in the fucking morning doing God only knows what.
She's just making costumes, dude.
I did not. Why can't you just believe me? Because.
All right, great
Stay
reason.
in my room.
Oh yeah, look how thick that blade is. Razor sharp, my fucking asshole. The climax of this movie is gonna be her in her some kind of like holy avenger archangel cosplay costume, stabbing Art the Clown with that there Damascus sword. I could be wrong. I mean, she might die 3 scenes from now. Yay, cosplay. It looks like what she's doing is pretty cool.
That's good.
Haha.
Can't say the. That's good.
Whoop.
Can't say the same for you.
Don't you hate that? Makes you feel like an idiot. You know, you don't know how to drink.
Oh man, right up your alley, huh, J-Man?
Yeah, I could probably fuck this later.
At the school meet.
I like how they're making this little brother kid the total opposite of what the stereotype would be. He's into like metal. Oh my god! I think I understand now why this movie was 2 hours and 18 minutes long. They're dragging it out just a wee bit. Like that Clown Cafe song, why do we need to hear 4 full verses of that?
Nobody got hurt.
Nothing. I'm fine.
Wow, kind of
So
felt
sorry
like a
caused you
Nickelodeon teen drama there for a minute.
I don't want to hear another word out of you until I say so.
Oh no, I really, I don't
No,
need it.
it's fine. I got him right back here.
Okay.
Boy, Ricky doesn't really know how to read a situation, does he? That must be her boyfriend.
Please don't.
Anything but honk.
$8.99.
I mean, it's a quality horn.
Hey, did you hear what I said?
That was like an animatronic head, right? Yeah, because, I mean, we got mouth movement here. I wish you could, like, slow down the play. You can't. Like, I feel like that's the dude's real head. Or no, maybe it is the animatronic head the whole time. It does look weird, but, like, you put, like, brow articulations and shit. Like, it's definitely a fake head there at the end, but, like, man, it's goofy, but these are, like, seriously... I appreciate the approach to the craft, you know? So he saw Art's delusional ghost clown girl, and I'm guessing that's her without the makeup. Horribly mutilated body of a 10-year-old girl discovered at local carnival. Is it a thing where, like, the brother has some kind of fucking precognition? Well, I mean, she does too. She has the dream.
What if you're connected too? What?
Oh no, the story's becoming real. When that oversized hoodie looks like a turtle popping out to say hello.
I should have listened to you. You've been telling me over and over again about this kid. Dr.
Wow,
Hudson
thanks,
on Monday.
sis.
I mean, it's very effective, and the blood is a nice touch also.
This is me.
Yeah.
This is me talking to him.
Can't get...
If you look at the lighting on this, this doesn't look like news lighting, does it?
Like you, Sienna.
Oh, it's not really the news. Music hasn't been bad so far in the movie. It's kind of nice. Retro synthwave stuff. Oh, damn. Oh, what a tease. Fuck. I thought she was gonna go all out there for a second. Oh well, that was still nice. Okay, I think this is the girl that gets the... Well, you'll see it. I don't want to spoil it. I probably already did just by saying what I said. We're gonna need a new window. The main girl, Sierra. This is like one of her friends, right? But I thought she was like a friend from high school. She's got her own house? I'm not sure who this character is what I'm saying. It really doesn't matter though, does it? She's just here for the body count. Yeah, this is the one. They should have had some, like, eyeball goo come out, you know? Oh, now I remember. Okay, yeah, she's just home alone. This isn't her house. When he pulled her hand apart, it looked like it was like a gummy hand. Like, anytime it shows like a scalpel cutting into skin and stuff like that, it looks like very gelatinous. It's like a Jell-O mold. Now, is anybody seriously watching this and going, that's just over the line? I cannot believe all the hype when this movie came out.
Johnny, you're still afraid. Stop it now. Stop it.
You look fucking great. But I want to see this part where she raises her head real quick. I don't know if that's like a weird frame thing that happens with the camera, but I kind of feel like this here is a puppet, and whenever she looks up, it's like a puppet head. Yeah, I'm not sure that's a real head. It could also be an effect where like she's standing behind the bed and has her head poking through. But still, also the way it moved, it was really stilted. It could be acting. Pretty fun. What really makes it for me is the salt and the bleach.
A great night with my girls.
You're missing one.
Oh, you asshole!
You look hot.
Oh,
He's got a Seth Greenish quality about him that I don't like.
this girl.
And Eli Rothness also.
No idea. She made.
I want an eyeball. It's a really good looking fake head.
What are you doing in here?
You know, just thinking about stabbing stuff.
Don't you ever say that to me again. Jonathan, you get back here.
Boy. I love that kid. Why does she act like she's on ecstasy? Everybody's taking pills and drinking alcohol. The fake cry face when you don't really feel like you have to cry. The movie hasn't been bad so far. I just think they're stretching it on a little too long. I feel like we can get through some of these scenes a little bit quicker, you know?
Feel this. Oh. Oh my God.
Did she willingly, like, take a role or something?
It reminds me of my dad.
Oh, you better not make me cry, Terrifier 2.
He used to tell
I'll
me
be
I was
so
good at
pissed off.
I put a half a tablet in your drink, and the other half in mine. Not even really. It was kind of nothing.
I'm just thinking right now there's not going to be much of an explanation for the supernatural
My mom called me,
aspect
like,
to this movie. It's been a while since I saw the original Terrifier, but I don't recall much of that.
He is in for a rude awakening.
Right on cue. Oh, gross. Out of the box mashed potato flakes. You're a gamer, you know what to do. Spam the attack button. Let's see if he actually has the guts to, like, show a big mutilation scene with this kid. Or are they drawing the line at bad taste?
I don't know what else to do. I can't call mommy.
Okay,
It's not like this night can get any worse. He's turned into a complete psycho ever since his father killed himself. He had like this giant brain tumor that, I don't know, it just made him do all this fucked up shit.
It made him see the future.
It was like seeing
It was his
things.
future tumor.
I've only known your friend for a few hours, but that explains a lot.
They've just been dancing all night. What is he talking about? By the way, I don't see this character as like the morbid girl. I don't know where they're getting that shit from. Her body language is like she's pushing him away. She's got the palm there on the chest to measure his advance. Wow. Nobody tries cocaine once and doesn't like it. It certainly explains his behavior, though. Come on, baby, lick my yellow tooth.
I have to go pee-pee. You want to hold it?
Ew.
I don't know, that's kind of romantic, actually. Plus, it's nice to just go hands-free sometimes, you know? Like when you're out in the woods, you're not wearing pants anyway, you know? Might as well just piss as the bears piss. Do you guys remember the last time you weren't wearing pants in the woods?
You can snort this out of an ashtray.
An ashtray? Pardon?
You can snort this out of an ashtray.
Are we gonna see some dick violence? Probably. This is the classic setup. Oh, God. Where's the fucking bicycle horn? Is he going to kill her with his dick? Damn it, he picked up a knife. I was hoping it was gonna be the guy's dick. So I was just thinking, he's got his trash bag full of murder weapons with him, right? Like, he's double bagging, for sure. That dude's carrying around like 200 pounds of shit in his fucking extra strength leaf bag. His silent laughter to his own jokes, the expectant looks he sometimes gives him, like, yeah, you know what this is all about. I can't say it isn't enjoyable. I like him as a character. I mean, what there is of him as a character. I'm not much into slashers. I went through a phase where that's like all I watched. I'm kind of with slashers where I am with zombie movies, where just the concept alone doesn't interest me. You know, they're trying to do something different or unique with it, I'll give it a shot. I don't hate them, I just don't love them anymore like I did when I was a kid. So far, I really appreciate the special effects in this, you know, and the Art the Clown character. It's really like a cool design for a character, you know. I can't say that this one has... It's following like all the classic beats. It's not trying to do anything necessarily innovative, but it's also coming at it with an attitude like, you can tell the people who made this movie are really into these types of movies. They grew up watching them. They're not taking themselves seriously. She looks great covered in filth. I mean... Is he a mime, can't make noise? Well, yeah, he's like a silent clown type of thing. It's not like a can't. I just think... Actually, everything that I thought about the character, like, I don't fucking know anymore, you know? Because this movie is, like, added so many, like, weird quasi-supernatural elements that just didn't exist before in the first movie. I don't remember All Hallows Eve either, but I don't recall... He's just supposed to be a guy, a serial killer, who dresses up like a clown with fake prosthetics and shit. They're really turning him into a Freddy / Michael Myers-esque slasher in this one, like way more so than the first movie, which was kind of more like a... Well, it was like this, but just they're kind of dialing it up a little bit. And there was no, like, I don't recall any supernatural elements at all in the original Terrifier. It's really weird. And I figure if they want to make this into a franchise, which, I mean, why wouldn't you? He is an interesting character, this Art the Clown guy, right? And if, as long as you, like, wear it on your sleeve that, like, yes, this movie is about special effects, fine. But you gotta think of, like, interesting things to do with the character. You think about Nightmare on Elm Street, as it progressed, Freddy just became more and more of a fucking Looney Tunes character, right? So it would make sense. It feels like it fits. I wasn't feeling it at first because it was just so confusing. I'm trying to, like, figure out, like, what's with the little clown girl and, like, why is this happening? And it's fine.
Why?
because of the divine visions that your prophet father saw in his precognition tumor. Okay. I mean, I'll go with it. Are they in Guillermo del Toro's house? You think he's the guy on the right there? In the I Know What You Did Last Summer rain slicker? Of course.
I mean, they frame it in camera. Like, they want you to know. They want you to expect it. All right, girl power. Here it comes. That Damascus sword has to show back up. So, like, it's not even a prosthetic anymore. I guess he just has, like, cheek damage. I thought it, like, tore a big part of his face off, but still, that should be a fake cheekbone. I mean, what the fuck? At the beginning of this movie, we showed him pulling some dude's eyeball out and putting it in his own head, so there's some Jeepers Creepers aspect to it, too. Like, he's not gonna die so easily. He's not dead. He's taken on, you know, the mythical persona, the unkillable slasher guy. Even if either of these kids survive, if they do a sequel, they'll just kill him right at the beginning of the movie. Terrifier 3, these kids get it if they don't die here. I feel weird calling her a kid because I've been creeping on her the whole movie. She's not a kid. She's certainly of legal age. Please, give the kid a cool line. Say something cool. Oh, this movie is an unnecessary 2 hours and 18 minutes and I think 10 seconds long. I almost feel like the director took some of the criticism from the first movie to heart about there not really being much of a story. It's very YA, strangely enough, for a movie like this that, you know, has scenes of a psychotic killer clown throwing bleach on a girl that he's mutilated, and it's been a pretty predictable, except for, like, you know, the weird supernatural angles that I think are really just thrown in there to kind of like add flesh to it. But I'm talking about like the scenes themselves where we have characters interacting. It's very like inane teenage drama-y kind of stuff. And I understand that. I also think that that's intentional. Like, this movie is definitely going towards, well, like the age that I was whenever I was really into slashers and stuff was, you know, my teens.
Get away from her! That's not mommy!
So does he just have some kind of cognito effect whenever he's around people where they just get absorbed into his bizarre fantasies? What the? Again, these are stupid questions I'm asking. I'm asking for a link for this stuff to make sense. But there isn't one. At least not yet. Wow. Great shot of the armpit there. What a dick. Is it the door to the clown underworld? What the fuck is this supposed to be now? I've never done Molly. Is that what this does to you? How much more time we got?
We have a very special guest with us today.
It's not the Clown Cafe again, is it? You know, it really kind of bugs me how he's taken his time with these two. When you see how he's treated every other victim throughout 2 movies now, 2 1/3 movies. I guess because none of their parents had the precognition comic books that they had growing up. Nice struggling. What the hell? Did somebody like drop a chicken bone in there with her? What the fuck? There's like some weird detritus floating around. Just get dumped into some sea monkeys. Alright. It's like, how many dream sequences are they gonna do, you know? What is that thing floating in front of her? Did you fucking see that? Was that an octopus tentacle? What the fuck is that? Oh, it's like a... Okay, it's a thing wrapped around her leg. I thought it was like a rope or something she was tied down there with, but it looked organic. I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Okay, is some Pat Benatar music gonna start playing? I have the power. Yeah, I was gonna mention Wonder Woman earlier. Like, if you just look at the armor pieces themselves. But I really think this has a Christian message. I really think this is a Catholic film. So, God, she was giving him like Michael Jackson face. Look at her, look at her. Shimon. Fucking intimidating, man. I mean, there's still time for a coup de grace. I imagine that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, here it comes. See, I mean, he steps out of the clown act every once in a while, and he gives these looks like, the body language is just like, yeah, I know the drill, you know? I know the drill, you know the drill, we both know what this is. Just an unapologetic movie monster. This kid gets no cool lines. Oh, you gotta finish off the little girl. And then it like cuts to reality and she's just like accidentally stabbing her brother to death. They're really nice looking fake heads. They make a good fake head, these Terrifier guys. She's it! Those were the deadlights! Terrifier 3 is gonna start with his head being sewn onto some corpse's body. Oh, the Chris Jericho scene's coming up. I can't miss that. Oh, there he is. What the fuck, dude? Is that brownie mix? Is this to imply that she's pregnant? A really dialed down performance for Chris Jericho in this. They must not have paid him enough money to yell.
And put some of that brain jelly on it too.
He seems high. God, that's disgusting. The miracle of birth? That's disgusting to you? So did the clown ghost girl magically smuggle Art's head into the Miles County psychiatric ward and she was rat holing him up her poussoir the whole time? Damien Leone did his own makeup. And Phil Falcone, well, you know, great job, guys. I think, I was actually surprised at how little of the violence that was in this. I mean, they had like, what, like 3 or 4 kills that were kind of protracted, you know, they took their time with them. But, I mean, there was a lot of like, I guess what you'd call story in between that, you know, followed your standard slasher movie tropes. I would have made a tighter edit of this movie. I definitely liked it better than Terrifier. I can only imagine that Terrifier 3, if he gets more money, you're going to see like just way more crazy, surreal stuff. It's going to be like Freddy Krueger-esque set-piece deaths. I hate that they're playing the Clown Cafe song, though. Fucking sucks. At the Hungry Heifer. Terrifier 3 gonna be at least 3 hours? Dude, I would not enjoy that. I feel like they really could have cut a lot of this movie down, especially in the first act, or at least do something in your story that will justify the length. Because really we're seeing like the same old as far as like how the story's playing out. It's extremely predictable like right from the beginning. And I don't even think they're really trying to pretend that it's not. They know the crowd that they're playing to. I want to say I was on the verge of being bored, but it never like pushed me over the edge to where like I felt like, okay, this is really tedious. It was just like mild annoyance. The soundtrack was okay, like nothing to really write home about. It was pleasant whenever it was pleasant. We don't need to hear so much of the goddamn Clown Cafe song, please. It's fucking awful. Please, don't do it. It's generally highly rated on IMDb for a movie of this type. On IMDb, to be this kind of like a slasher gore kind of a movie, and to get a 6.2 out of 10, that ain't bad. I don't know if I would rate it that high, but I don't rate things out of a 10. I rate things out of a 5. So I would probably give this a 3.5. I'll do a 3.5 out of 5. Better than I expected it was going to be. Yeah, I didn't like the original Terrifier. It definitely bored me. What little like special effects, while I appreciated that it was all like practical, that they weren't going for any kind of bullshit, it was really old school. I guess what kept me more engaged is the confusing supernatural bullshit that they're injecting in. But that did kind of get tedious too. I remember all of like the dreams she was having and like the hallucinations there at the end. Before the credits, before the scene with Chris Jericho, all that stuff. That felt really anticlimactic to me. And until like she got the glowing sword of the Pope or whatever it is, it was like, come on, how many of these like false start dream sequences are we gonna fucking see here? Just get to the end of the fucking movie already. Yeah, it's weird. I was almost equal parts annoyed by and fascinated by the ridiculous supernatural stuff. I'll watch Terrifier 3, but my expectations for it now is to just go all in. Really, none of the acting was super terrible, but some of it was like bland to the point to where like I just don't care. And part of that has to do with the story too. You know, I can appreciate it for the spectacle and the dedication to the art form. Plus, he's just a coolly designed character, you know? I'm a sucker for the killer clown stereotype, and I like it whenever you find a good one. And I'd say he's a pretty good one. She's just birthed his head. And like, what is that now? Like the girl who had her face disfigured and went insane, like she's now in love with him? Is he like some kind of tulpa? They're keeping his fucking image alive? Like I said, I'm not even sure they have it figured out yet, but whatever. Yeah, it's all right. I don't think I have the patience. I hope it's nice and tight. 90 minutes. Nice and tight 90 minutes.